All right, well, we talked about all the great stories that come in here, and there really are too many to run through. So many kids that come in here that seem like they're at their wits' end and walk out of here with a happy ending. Not every story ends that way, and this is kind of one of those that maybe you could say didn't have a totally happy ending, although certainly some good has come out of it. Welcome to the story of Kelli Frazier.
It was one of the happiest days of her life, August 19th, 2004.
Beautiful baby girl, weighed 7 pounds, 7 ounces.
Lisa Frazier and her husband had a new daughter, son Bryston, a new baby sister. Kelli Dene rounding out the perfect all-American looking family with that cute blonde hair, that great smile, that always present twinkle in her eye. Today, Kelli's room looks like the room of any toddler. Familiar faces line the crib. Pictures and memories fill shelves and walls. The difference? Kelli passed away last September, just days after her 3rd birthday. In November of 2006, Kelli was diagnosed with metachromatic leukodystrophy, a rare genetic disease.
We were told she would lose every ability that she had. The ability to talk, to eat, to walk, to move her body in any way, everything.
Doctors told Lisa her daughter would only live another year, maybe a year and a half.
You can't even digest it. You're absolutely numb.
She died 10 months later. Right before Kelli had her feeding tube put in April of 2007, Lisa was introduced to Dr. Noreen Crane, the medical director at UVA Children's Hospital, of something called pediatric palliative care.
Palliative care is a multidisciplinary program that addresses pain and symptoms that children may have from a life-limiting condition.
I had never heard the term.
Pediatric palliative care is in its infancy. Dr. Crane started the program at UVA when she arrived in 2001. Kelli was Dr. Crane's first patient with MLD. Lisa, being a teacher, started to do her research.
Everyone was trying to learn about it, but it was something that I basically had to teach myself about.
And so when we first met, I thought, okay, she knows everything. I learned everything I needed to know about MLD.
But as the days, weeks, and months went by, the pain got worse. Dr. Crane's palliative care helped make scenes like this one as bearable as possible.
As time got closer, as her pain increased, it was much more of communication, of telling me, how to increase her medication, what to do if she had been crying for 2 or 3 hours.
Dr. Crane acted as a liaison of sorts between Kelli's family and her doctors at UVA.
The most important thing is her comfort. She can't go through hours of crying. Is not acceptable. The crying has to stop.
It was a godsend because I had been searching for someone to be able to help us, especially take care of her pain management and to take care of her in the home and to help guide us along the way.
During her final weeks, Kelli spent most of her time heavily sedated on pain medication. What she was thinking, what she could hear, what she knew about what was happening, all a mystery to Lisa. Then last September, the crying did stop.
What's it like for you when you walk in the room?
Actually, I have a peace and a sense of her presence in a way, and love and joy.
A garden in front of the Frazier house helps keep Kelli's memory alive, and Lisa has made it her mission to spread the word about a type of care she knew absolutely nothing about a year and a half ago, a type of care that she couldn't imagine going through those final days, weeks, and months without, as she tried to provide everything she possibly could for her daughter in her dying days.
Right now, I don't want her to be forgotten, and I want people to talk about her and remember her and to share things about her.
And I'll tell you, there's no doubt people are still talking about Kelli, that's for sure. Lisa Frazier, Dr. Noreen Crane joining us. This is a different story than we've done on the Telethon in a long, long time. And I told you when we spoke that if it was me, I don't know that I'd be doing as well as you're doing, relatively speaking.
Well, like I said earlier, I just have it as her legacy and my mission to help Dr. Crane and other people spread the word about palliative care and the need for it in our area
to help children and families that have to go through this not go through it alone.
I know it's something you said when you heard the term, and when I heard the term, both of us had the same reaction. What is palliative care? And it's something obviously that you've come to kind of grow to love that practice, at least since you got here.
Yes, it's a very cherished part of what I do. Palliative care is a multidisciplinary approach that treats pain and other symptoms that children may have for whatever disease process is going on.
So what would you say to people out there who find themselves in a similar situation to yours, and kind of the role that this palliative care played for you over the last 10 months of Kelly's life?
When they're searching for help, whether it's pain management or someone to help prepare them for what's coming in the end, because you don't know, you're not in the medical field, you don't know how things are going to happen and what to expect. When you need help in the home and help in the hospital, that they are there to help you.
And I know when we spoke, Dr. Crane, you had mentioned about the relationships kind of doctors and medical personnel form with patients and their families, and that so often when they leave the hospital, that relationship ends.
Yes. Part of palliative care is about keeping promises, and when we can't keep the promises for the outcome that everyone hoped for, we can keep the promises that we're going to be there, and we're going to support people, and we're going to continue to be involved with new friends.
So has this gone from doctor-patient to a different level of relationship now?
There's tremendous respect and a great deal of affection, yes.
Despite some of the ribbing we saw in the piece. Well, we appreciate you guys coming. I know you had one more thing you kind of wanted to share, because you're a part of this.
Yes. I just wanted to add that my husband and I, in Kelly's memory, are donating $500.
Thank you. It's been great getting to know you. I had no idea how, what kind of impact you really had on not just people who knew you, but above and beyond throughout the community. Like I said, the last week or so, the response that it sounds like all of us have gotten from your guys' story has been tremendous.